Our next segment is going to cover what you might call some of the low-hanging fruit. Changing bulbs, changing your aerators on your faucets and shower heads, things that you can do very cheaply that can save you significant dollars. Take it from me, I've done a lot of the changing of bulbs in my house, and our electric bill went down significantly from it. Tell me about aerators and why and how they save you.
Almost all aerators are 2.2 gallons per minute. You really want a lower flow aerator, which is you can get 0.5s, you can get 0.7s. The performance, once you start getting down to 0.5, is noticeable. Takes a lot longer. A 1.5 still saves you a couple, $10, $15, $20 a year, depending on how many people are using the hot water. And obviously, if you never turn on your hot water, then you only get some water savings, which is good, but you're not going to save that much money, because the real savings from lower flow water devices is the reduction in heating of that water.
Okay, so this is another aerator that's been replaced.
This is the aerator part, which actually restricts the water flow. So we took the guts of ours, popped it in to the old housing, screwed it back on, looks exactly the same, you never notice the difference. This is a standard 2.5 gallon per minute. It says it right on the inside, pretty hard to see, but it says 2.5 gallons. Most of them say 2.5 gallons, some of the older ones are 3. Some of the older low flow that kind of put out a mist are actually 3 gallons per minute, and it gives you a terrible shower. So this to replace a 3 gallon per minute with a 1.75 that's actually a better shower makes a lot of sense. So you can just take a simple pair of pliers here, and then you want to put a little Teflon tape on there. So if you adjust that, so it's got great water pressure, you can feel it and judge it for yourself, and it works great. Lots of savings, and it does have the different settings if you wanted to change them up there. But that's a very easy, cost-effective thing to do. You can save, depending on how many people are in your home, you save somewhere between $30, $40, $50, $60 a year by replacing your shower heads with a low flow. And those only cost a couple dollars a piece. The easiest way to save on your electricity bill is compact fluorescent light bulbs. They use 75% less electricity than a standard incandescent bulb does. 90% of the energy that goes into a standard light bulb comes out as heat, so that adds to your cooling costs and the comfort in the summer. 90% of the energy that goes into a compact fluorescent bulb, a standard spiral, comes out as visible light. So they're just far, far more efficient. They last 8 to 10 times as long, so you don't have to change them out. There is a slight additional charge when you first buy them, but over the course of the light bulb, it's going to save you 30, 40, 50, 80 bucks. Electricity is very expensive in Massachusetts as well. All of the numbers you see on the boxes are based on the national average, which is around 12 cents a kilowatt hour. We pay close to 20 cents a kilowatt hour, so you can basically double the savings on the box, and that's what you'll achieve. So they make all kinds of different bulbs. All of them are a spiral, or all of them are sort of basically a spiral at the heart. They make bulbs that have decorative covers, so you can put them in a traditional recessed light, a floodlight application, and it looks like a standard bulb, but saving 75%. So here's a traditional light from a 60 watt bulb, and that's the energy efficient version. I don't think too many people are going to come in this room and say, the light is terrible. They're not for everyone. I don't force them on anyone by any means, but it is a very easy way to make a huge impact. Every bulb that you replace, that you use for 3 hours a day on average, so over the course of a year, if that bulb's on 3 hours a day, kitchen lights, hall lights, people use their lights generally more than they actually think they do, but if bulbs that are on for 3 hours a day, you'll save $10 per light bulb over the course of the year. So if you change out 15, 20 light bulbs, you can easily save $150, $200 annually, and then the bulbs are going to last 8 or 10 times as long. So that's what the energy efficient version looks like. I can take you into the kitchen and show you what one of the recessed cans looks like. This is actually an energy efficient bulb. I installed it a minute or two ago. This one over here is not an energy efficient bulb. And
You can't tell the difference.
it's a tiny bit cooler maybe of a light. You can get different light qualities or different light temperatures. You get about 80% of the dimmability. Goes from, if it's 80% or above, it's kind of all the way on, and 20% or below, it's all the way off. And you do have to, even if you have a dimmable switch that you never dim, you still have to put a dimmable CFL in that. Otherwise it's going to flicker and not perform, and it's going to burn out far quicker. I've never seen a problem with these. It seems to be the fancier the dimmable switch, the more likely there is to be an issue.
Obviously, we've added another element in here into energy savings, and that is water. There's really three different areas that we're looking at here. One is the whole heat and stack effect of the air and the escape of heat. Secondly, electricity and your energy savings. You can do that through such things as the bulbs. And third is water savings. As you all know, the water bills are not cheap. You can save a lot of money, and the added benefit of conserving water. So there are a lot of benefits to this.